In this video, I'm going to share with you 9 things that I wish I knew before I visited Greece. Greece has incredible history and of course excellent food, and there are definitely some things that I wish I knew before I went, so let's get into it. Number 1, you cannot flush toilet paper down the toilet, or at least I couldn't in my condo. I stayed there for a month, and so I had to have a bin next to, or trash, next to my toilet so I could put all the tissue paper in the bin. And obviously I want to empty it all the time. You get used to it, but it seems kind of strange at first, you know, because their plumbing system, I guess, is really old and they can't take toilet paper. It will just wreck the system, I guess. So yeah, so you get used to it, but it is a little bit strange and you want to go poo and you can't flush the toilet paper down the toilet. Now, I thought that was weird, and I kind of ended up finding out about it before I went, but only just before, so it's still a bit strange. Number 2 on my list, can you drink the water? Well, yes, in Athens you actually can drink the water and it's fine, but if you're going to other islands then you definitely don't want to drink it and you want to buy bottled water. And you definitely want to buy the bottled water because you want to avoid the stomach issues, and plus it's easy and cheap to buy. Number 3 on my list is the slow service at restaurants. So you can be thinking that you're going out for a quick meal, say you're a digital nomad like I was when I went to Greece, and you think it's going to be quick. It's not. So they are pretty slow at serving you, especially getting the bill at the end. So even if you tell them I'm in a rush, they just don't. They go with island time and go with the flow and take their time, and it definitely take longer than you expect. So don't go anywhere for a dinner or lunch expecting it to be fast, because it usually isn't, especially if you have a big crowd. Like a couple of times we had quite a lot of us and it really just took ages, way longer than I expected. I felt like I wasted my whole day on just one meal. You just have to get used to it and enjoy the slower pace of life and order more drinks, I guess. That's easy, and drinks are really cheap there anyway, way cheaper than the USA, so why not? Number 4 on my list is to bring cash. Oftentimes they don't accept cards, so you definitely want to have some cash on you for those situations, because you don't want to be stuck with the bill and not being able to pay for it, because then they're going to make you wash the dishes. But yeah, it's easy to get ATMs, they're all over, so you can easily get cash anyway, and you don't have to take cash before you get there. Just use the ATM and get the cash out that way, and just have some with you for these situations where sometimes they won't accept the card, and it's quite a lot of places won't. Number 5 on my list is to watch out for pickpockets, especially in the touristy areas, and if you just get a crossbody bag instead of a backpack, you'll be better off, because then you can kind of monitor it a little bit better. But there are a lot of pickpockets and they're pretty good and sneaky too, so they can take your stuff like that and you wouldn't even know, you wouldn't even feel it. So definitely be aware of them, especially in the touristy areas. So keep your bag where you can see it and then you'll be absolutely fine. I wouldn't worry about it too much, it's just something to be aware of. Number 6, Greeks smoke everywhere. So you could be eating dinner and you're outside because, you know, it's quite hot. You usually sit outside and enjoy the moment, and you could have them next to you just lighting up a cigarette. But it's not just one, it would be like one after another, so you can't get away from it really. The smoke is everywhere, and so you just have to get used to it, and that's that. But it is interesting because they do smoke, it seems, more than some other countries. Spain is a little bit that way too, but Greece is definitely like that, especially Athens. Number 7, slow internet. My internet in my place was very slow in Athens. It just wasn't up to par, and same thing with Santorini too. It just wasn't that great. It wasn't fast speed, so it took longer to do anything. So if you're thinking of going over there for work, you might want to get like a remote workspace because they've got a better internet then. Some cafes have high speed and a little bit better, but it's really harder to find good internet in Greece, I thought. At least that was my experience, so I could be wrong, maybe it's better but in some other areas, but where I stayed it was not very good and it took so much longer to do anything, so that was kind of hard, especially because I was working at the time and I found it just super frustrating, to be honest. So yeah, be aware of slow internet, and if you happen to be going to Greece and you're a digital nomad or something, you might want to look into remote workspace areas before you go, just to be on the safe side. Number 8 on my list is Sundays are pretty quiet sometimes. So a lot of stores don't open on Sundays or are closed, so you want to be aware of that and like get your groceries before Sunday, because you might not be able to eat otherwise. Most of the restaurants and stuff are open, and a lot of things are open, but it's definitely slower pace, and a lot of things are closed, especially if you're not, you're just getting there before the season starts or something, or you're in the islands. They don't open Sundays. They actually close. And that takes me to number 9. 9 is for 9 Lives for the Cats, because there's loads of stray cats in Athens, which I think is kind of cool. The locals seem to take care of them pretty well. They seem to be well fed, they're really friendly, so it's quite nice, but you probably want to take a cat home. So definitely feed them, because it's kind of fun actually, just go around and feed all the cats. But yeah, there's quite a lot of stray cats. You probably want to take 1 or 2 home, so just be aware of that. And that is my list. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy your trip to Greece if you're going, and I hope this list helps you a little bit. Greece is amazing. I loved it, and I think you will too. If you're heading there soon, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've been to Greece, please also comment, because I'd love to hear which island you preferred, or what, just your whole trip. What do you think about Greece? Did you love it? Did you not? I'd love to hear from you either way. So hope to see you in the next video.